The news you can count on. Mayport to Ponte Vedra Beach. The Island Times News Update begins right now. Here's Tom Patton.
Welcome to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. The Jacksonville Beach City Council has given initial approval to an ordinance that would allow low-volume music in outdoor areas of local businesses, with a second vote coming in early June. The ordinance is a pilot program that will be in effect for 1 year and then evaluated by the council and the chief of police. Low volume is defined in the ordinance as sound played at a level such that a person outside of the property line of the source of the sound, speaking in a normal tone of voice, is plainly audible and can be heard clearly and understandably by another person standing a maximum of 36 inches away from the person speaking without the aid of a listening device. 16 businesses that have permits under the 2002 ordinance for amplified music will continue to be allowed to have such music. The revised ordinance enjoyed broad support from the council, but some, including Councilwoman Christine Hoffman, said that allowing low-volume music should be only a beginning, and the question of high-volume sound is one that should be addressed at a later date.
But as we are seeing a lot of new places come into not just Jacksonville Beach, but our beaches overall, are people picking Neptune or Atlantic Beach or Ponte Vedra Beach over us for something like this, and we may never know that. So certainly as a pilot program, we have an opportunity to look and see how it goes.
The vote to approve the changes was unanimous, and it will be back on the agenda on June 5th. The Jacksonville Beach City Council on Monday night gave initial approval to a change in the redevelopment zoning plan for a 6-story mixed-use hotel and apartment project on the west side of First Street between 6th and 7th Avenues North, the location of the former Dolphin Depot restaurant. Initially, the developer had requested a project that included 36 hotel rooms and 57 apartments, but the developer determined that the hotel rooms were too large and the economic model was not sustainable. So they came back to the council to ask that the number of hotel rooms be increased to 57. The development is expected to attract younger working people to the apartments, while the hotel rooms will be marketed as longer-term rentals targeted at the medical tourism industry. The council was unanimous in its support for the changes on the first reading, and it will be back on the agenda June 5th. The city of Jacksonville Beach will be increasing the pay of the lifeguards who keep the beach safe this summer. City Manager George Forbes said at Monday night's City Council meeting that the city has had some difficulty recruiting enough lifeguards to fill the necessary shifts, in part because the pay offered by Jacksonville Beach was lower than that offered by similar beach communities. Most lifeguards are still in high school, he said, and the responsibility of keeping swimmers safe at the beach is a summer job, and many have other jobs to supplement their income. Forbes proposed that the city do several things to make the job more attractive, including changing the training schedule so that it can be completed in 8 weeks rather than 12. The pay was increased to keep the city more competitive with other communities.
And the third thing we're doing to hopefully entice enough people to work the hours, we need 300 hours, is we're giving a little bit of incentive pay for those that work the 300 hours, which we really need them to work.
Since the plan was first discussed, the city has seen an increase in the number of applicants for lifeguard jobs. The changes were approved unanimously by the council. Well, when we come back, a Fletcher middle schooler wins a statewide award. This is the Island Times News Update.
The news you can count on. The Island Times News Update will be right back.
Beaches Academy Child Care Center in Jacksonville Beach has been offering affordable, loving child care to families in the Beaches communities for 35 years. Conveniently located on Penman Road, Beaches Academy offers care for children from infants through preschool, with programs that encourage learning and outdoor play. Our affordable tuition means families can get quality child care at a price that fits their budget. Contact Beaches Academy at 246-3885 and schedule a tour of our center. Beaches Academy, the child always comes first.
Welcome back to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. Fletcher Middle School student Avery Wingate was recognized at the Jacksonville Beach City Council meeting Monday night for his second-place finish in a statewide contest sponsored by the Florida League of Cities and the Florida League of Mayors. Wingate was among 1,700 middle school students to enter a 250-word essay on the topic, "If I Were Mayor." In his essay, which was read during the meeting by Mayor Charlie Latham, Wingate talked about many of the things that he felt would make Jacksonville Beach an even better city in which to live. Wingate was presented with a resolution from the Florida League of Cities and the Florida League of Mayors by Linda Bridges, Director of Association Services for the Florida League of Cities and Assistant Executive Director of the Florida League of Mayors. It is the third time a Fletcher Middle School student has finished in the top 3 of the contest over the past 3 years. Republican gubernatorial candidate Adam Putnam made a campaign stop in Jacksonville Beach Wednesday afternoon. About 100 people packed Angie's Subs to hear Putnam outline broad themes of workforce development, education, and quality of life in Florida. Rick Scott is termed out of the governor's office in 2018, and Putnam's visit marks the first appearance by a candidate for governor at the beach in the upcoming election cycle. State Representative Cord Byrd will be the featured speaker at the First Coast Republican Club on Monday, May 22nd. Representative Byrd, who lives in Neptune Beach, will give a recap of the recently completed legislative session. The meeting begins at 7 p.m. at Casa Marina in Jacksonville Beach. And Dancing in the Streets is Saturday in Beaches Town Center in Neptune and Atlantic Beaches. Streets will be closed off for the event, with traffic being rerouted on 3rd Street in much the same way as it was last year. The Neptune Beach Police Department advises residents and visitors that parking for the festival will be limited and the use of public transportation and bicycles is encouraged. Road closures east of 3rd Street at Atlantic Boulevard, Lemon Street, and Orange Street will commence at 5 a.m. For your safety and expedited entry into the event, please review the list of prohibited items on the Town Center website. Public drinking laws will be strictly enforced inside and outside the event area. Among the prohibited items are large purses or backpacks, coolers, outside beverages, bikes, skateboards, pets except service animals, and weapons of any kind. Police will be checking the belongings of people entering the festival area. In just a moment, the weather for the week ahead. This is the Island Times News Update.
The news you can count on. The Island Times News Update will be right back.
Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning in Atlantic Beach offers a full range of residential and commercial heating and air conditioning services, from new installation to replacement and remodeling. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning can keep your home comfortable year-round, and they offer preventive maintenance contracts to keep your system running at peak efficiency. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning is an authorized Bryant dealer and will service all brands. For year-round comfort in your home or business, contact the original Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning at 241-1788.
The news you can count on. Mayport to Ponte Vedra Beach, forecasting your beaches. This is your local look weather.
The National Weather Service says we can expect a nice day on Saturday for dancing in the streets with lots of sunshine and a high near 80 degrees. We'll see more clouds Saturday night with a low in the low 70s. Then there's a chance of showers on Sunday and Sunday night. It'll be breezy and warm with a high in the low 80s and lows dropping into the 70s. There's a better chance of showers and thunderstorms through Wednesday of next week. The Island Times is always digital, always free at theislandtimes.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to be the first to know about stories posted on the Island Times. I'm Tom Patton. Thanks for watching.